Are you someone who dreams of cruising down memory lane in a classic Mustang, flexing in a modern supercar, or silently speeding past in a Tesla? Whatever your pick, you're probably going to feel personally attacked today. But hey, that's part of the fun. Buckle up because we're diving into the ultimate car debate: vintage, modern, and electric cars. Which one truly reigns supreme? Spoiler alert, there's no easy answer, but there's definitely a lot to talk about. Let's start with vintage cars. These are the beauties that turn heads at every car show, dripping with nostalgia and old school charm. They're not just cars, they're rolling pieces of history. Think of the Ford Mustang from the 60s or the Chevrolet Bel Air from the 50s. These machines weren't built, they were crafted. Every curve, every chrome accent screams personality. But here's the catch. Owning one is like adopting a diva. They're high maintenance, prone to breakdowns, and good luck finding spare parts without selling a kidney. And let's not even talk about fuel efficiency. These cars guzzle gas like it's happy hour. Plus, vintage cars have zero safety features by today's standards. No airbags, no ABS, and certainly no parking sensors. If you get into an accident, it's you versus the metal, and let's just say the metal usually wins. But hey, if you're the kind of person who enjoys spending weekends under the hood and appreciates a car with a soul, vintage cars are your jam. They're like vinyl records, impractical, sure, but irreplaceable for those who know their value. Now, on to modern cars. These are the cars that most of us dream about when we're stuck in traffic, looking at ads for the latest BMW, Audi, or even a decked-out Toyota. Modern cars are the epitome of convenience. They're packed with technology, lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and infotainment systems that can basically run your life. These cars are fast, efficient, and come with warranties that make you feel like you've got a safety net. But here's the thing, modern cars sometimes lack personality. They're so polished, so perfect, that they feel generic. It's like dating someone who's too nice, great in theory, but where's the spice? Plus, the depreciation on these bad boys is no joke. You drive a new car off the lot, and boom! It's lost a chunk of its value before you've even made it home. On the flip side, modern cars make you forget the nitty-gritty of driving. Everything is automated to the point where you barely feel like you're in control. It's like living in a self-driving car without the thrill of actually driving it. You don't get that raw connection with the road that you do in a classic or an electric. Still, if you're someone who values practicality and doesn't want to deal with the quirks of a vintage ride, modern cars are the obvious choice. Just be prepared to blend in with every other car on the road. And now, the new kids on the block, electric cars. These are the cars for the tech-savvy, eco-conscious crowd. Or at least, that's what the marketing wants you to believe. Tesla, Rivian, Lucid. These brands are redefining what it means to own a car. Electric cars are quiet, clean, and crazy fast. Have you seen a Tesla Model S Plaid go from 0 to 60? It's like a roller coaster without the screaming kids. But let's keep it real, electric cars aren't perfect. First, the range anxiety is real. Sure, you can charge your car at home, but what if you're on a road trip and the nearest charging station is 50 miles away? And don't get me started on the charging times. While some cars boast rapid charging, it's not quite the same as filling up a gas tank in 5 minutes. And while they're marketed as environmentally friendly, let's not ignore the environmental cost of mining lithium for batteries. These cars are only as green as the electricity grid they're connected to. Let's also address the elephant in the room. They're expensive. The initial cost of most electric cars can burn a hole in your wallet, and even though tax credits and lower operating costs help, it's still a hefty investment. Plus, the battery lifespan, while getting better, still isn't perfect. And as much as these cars scream innovation, they're still figuring out some of the basics. There's a reason people joke about Tesla's autopilot taking a nap while driving. It's not quite ready to do everything for you just yet. Electric cars are like that friend who's super woke, but conveniently ignores their own flaws. Still, they're undeniably the future. If you're all about innovation and don't mind the occasional inconvenience, an electric car might just be your next ride. So where does that leave us? Vintage cars are for the romantics, the dreamers who value the journey as much as the destination. Modern cars are for the pragmatists, the ones who want reliability and ease of use without the fuss. And electric cars? They're for the trailblazers, the ones who want to be part of something bigger, even if it means dealing with a few growing pains. So, what's your pick? Are you team vintage, team modern, or team electric? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're at it, hit that like button, subscribe for more content, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next video. We've got plenty more debates coming your way. Here's the thing, no matter what kind of car you prefer, it says a lot about you. Love vintage? You're probably an old soul who thinks modern technology is overrated. Prefer modern cars? You're likely someone who values comfort and reliability over nostalgia. And if you're an EV enthusiast, you're the type who's always looking ahead, ready to embrace change, even if it's a little uncomfortable. But let's be honest, none of these cars are perfect. Vintage cars will make you feel like $1 million but drain your bank account in repairs. Modern cars will give you everything you need but might leave you craving a little more character. And electric cars? Well, and let's not forget the fun factor. Every car enthusiast knows that the real magic of cars isn't just the specs or features. It's the experience. If you've ever felt the engine roar of a vintage muscle car, you know it's not just about horsepower. It's about emotion. Modern cars offer tech-savvy, refined driving experiences, but can they make you feel like a racing legend? Electric cars offer smooth, quiet acceleration. But do they give you that old-school connection with the road? It's up for debate. The key takeaway? Whether you're restoring an old gem, driving a brand new luxury ride, or testing the limits of future tech, driving is a celebration of freedom and excitement. Before we wrap up, here's your challenge. The next time you see a car that catches your eye, think about why it appeals to you. Is it the design, the technology, or the story behind it? Cars are more than just machines. They're an extension of who we are and where we're going. Thanks for riding along with us today. Whether you're a vintage car fanatic, a modern car enthusiast, or an electric car visionary, there's room on the road for all of us. Until next time, drive safe and stay curious.